Okay guys, so in this video we are going to take a look at the design tool. So first of all, to create a new design from the dashboard here, if you're not at the dashboard you can always click dashboard over here and go back, but we can click new design with this button up here, we can click new design over here, and within the menu we can also click new designer. So this takes us to our design page where we can type our words for our design. Okay, we can also press enter. Okay, and then when you're ready you can hit this arrow over here and this will create a design. Okay, so this will create lots of variations of fonts down here. You'll notice when I scroll up and down, this area here is sticky, so this will give us global control. So we can increase all font sizes here, we can change the color of all fonts here. Okay, just takes a minute to catch up. And we can add a background in here as well. Okay, a background color. So what we can also do is hit refresh. Hit refresh up here, and this will reset everything back to a blank screen again. What I'm going to do is copy this. I've just got some text here, design text. I'm going to copy and paste it in and hit go. Now, because I copied and pasted it, sometimes you just have to type a little bit to get it to catch if you copy and paste. So once you've typed in your design here, we've got some options, further editing options that we can do here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the width of this box by just dragging the sides so that I get the full width of the screen, and then I'm going to increase the overall font size here so we're more like this. Okay, so within these boxes we can highlight some of the text here and we can bold it. Now this one's quite bold anyway, but it will make it bolder. We can make it italic, we can underline or underscore, and we can strike through as well. We can also change the color of a particular font, so if we want to highlight a font to make it stand out a lot more, we can. And we can also add in a background color here. Now most cases you're not really going to want a background color, you're going to want a transparent color, but sometimes if you're using white text it can be easier to put the black on for a moment so you can see what's happening a lot clearer. And then if you want to switch it back to transparent, you can just hit the transparency button there. So we can also here increase by typing the size of a particular font. So we can highlight, let's highlight this 22 and let's take it down to 23 like that. So you can make different, let's just bring this down a little bit more. So, oops, 40, let's go 45. Okay, so you can adjust different fonts. In fact, let's bring this one here down a little bit. Okay, so you can make it more interesting for your, for your design, so it stands out a little bit more. Now, once you've finished editing your design, you see we've got this button here which says Save to Design Library. So from there, once we've saved this design is now in our design library. We'll have a look at that in a minute. We can then create a product from it. So I'll be doing a separate video on creating products, but for now this is sitting in our design library. There's one other thing that I forgot to show you, and this font here is a weird font. But if you want to adjust any line height spacing, you can highlight your font and then you can expand it out like that. Okay, so if you want to get bigger spacing in between any of them, you can do that. So once you've saved your designs, you can keep designing and saving away. Then over here on the menu, if we go to My Designs, here's where our design is. So again, we can create a product, which we'll look at in a separate video. We got an edit button here which we'll look at in a minute, and we got a download button here. So we can select PNG, hit download, and it's going to download that design image straight to our computer in your downloads folder. Just a side note, we can switch the view here as well. So if you want this view, you got the same buttons here. Personally I prefer to have it on this view here, it's much better. So this one here says Dan and Michelle. So if you're doing personalization, then I'll be doing a separate video on using icon econ pretty soon. We can use image swap on that. So what we can do when we get an order, which I'll show you in a different video, we can come in here and we can change the name personalization. So I'm going to go Matt and Tracy. Now I left that first letter in just so that it keeps the color there. If you completely remove the word, then you'll have to use the color picker and re-pick the color in. Once you made your edit, hit save to design library again, and then if we go back to our designs, we've now changed out the personalization, and we can now grab this image again, and we go ahead and process that order wherever you're processing your orders. So let's just have a quick look in the downloads here. You can see I've been having a little practice here. So here's Dan and Michelle right here. Get rid of that, and there's Matt and Tracy right there. Okay, so you can go ahead and process those orders. Another thing, here you can see I've been practicing. What you could also do in the design tool here is it's just the world's best boss Matthew 2021. Okay, I'm going to hit make it. Okay, now what we could do here, let's just increase the font size a little. This part here that says Matthew, what we could do is just put our cursor in, remove that space, hit save to design library. Okay, then go to my designs. You can then grab this image here, and you can go and upload this on your provider like Icon Ecom, and it's already got the space in for the personalization, so you can finish off the personalization Icon Ecom end, or whichever provider you're using, and fill the rest in with their auto personalization. Okay, so I think that's it. In the next video we'll take a look at actually creating products. Okay, thanks guys, bye for now.